Hello everyone, this is Nidhi. In this blog, we will explore how we can use the Ansible Vault to encrypt the password in CI/CD pipeline. Let's take an example here. We always have a need to use the database password to get connected to the database from the Ansible playbook for any update, any deletion, any inserts in the on the database. Then how and where will you store the database password? It's not a best practice, or because of the security reasons, you cannot store the database password directly in your Git repo. You always have to encrypt it and then use it. So here we will see how we can encrypt the password using Ansible Vault. Ansible Vault provides you to create a file and then use that file to encrypt your password and then use that file in your Git repo. Let's see how we can do that. So I will run this command. So let me open my Linux box. So this is my Linux box. This is Amazon Linux E2 AMI that I have just launched it. So it already have the Python installed and I installed the Ansible. So to run this command, the only thing which is required that Ansible should be installed. So let me run this command. You can see nothing is there. I have created this vault folder. We can go there and no file is there. Let me run this command Ansible vault create dev underscore vault.yaml. So this will prompt you for the password for the vault. So here you can put whatever password you want to put and it will ask you to confirm the password also. After that, it will open a file. It's a normal file. Here you have to provide, here you will do the insert and here you have to provide the value of the variable and what is the password for that also. So this is how you can put. So db underscore password is my variable name and this is the value. Like this is my password. So here you will just save the file. So here you can see I have created this file. This file got created dev underscore vault.yaml file and it is all encrypted. So that is how the file got created. So now I have put all the instructions here also. The vault file will get created as shown below. Now you can push this file in your Git repo. So here I have created, I already have this repo in my GitHub and here I have provided this dev underscore vault.yaml file and this is how you can just push it in your Git repo, right? And in this way you can have, because the database password is always different for the prod and other instances, so you could have the different vault files for the different passwords as well. Now the question is how you will use it in your Ansible playbook. We already have created a variable db underscore password. So this variable you can directly use it like you use the other variables in your Ansible playbook. Like this, I mean, I have just taken an example in your property file wherever you have defined the JDBC. So you directly use this db underscore password and this will automatically, from the vault file, it will automatically get filled at the runtime. So this is how you can use it. Uh, Variable using is same as you use the other variables. Now, how you will run the playbook, how the variable value got passed at runtime. So let's see here. So first thing, you have to provide the vault password and the path of the file where password is stored. Like in our case, we have stored this file here. So when we run the Ansible playbook, you need to provide this path and also you need to provide the vault password. I have shown you, like it prompt you for the vault password. So that you have to provide that. So this is how you can run it. Ansible playbook, this would be your playbook, and ask vault password and -e I have provided. Okay, this is my vault file. Okay, when you run this playbook, it will prompt you for the vault password. You can provide your vault password and it will decrypt the password automatically and place it wherever that variable is defined. Okay, so this is how you can run it and this is how you can use the vault Ansible vault to encrypt the password and store it in the Git repo, and this is how you can run the playbook. This is good when you are running the playbook manually, as it prompt for the password, you provide it, it's okay. But now how when you have to do the automation, when you need to put it in your automation script, because in automation you don't want any prompt to happen, right? So how we can do that? So in Ansible Vault, basically there are only two options to provide the vault password. Either This ask vault password, this will prompt you, and the another one is you have to provide the file. Here there is no like a variable you can provide, right? So here there is only two options. So we will see how we can use the vault password file option here. So for that, I have taken example of Jenkins. So in my Jenkins, I have created, you can create a credentials in your Jenkins. You have always have an option of create a Jenkins credentials. So we have created a credentials named as Vault ID. So here you can put your password of Vault, and then I mean normal whatever your username and the password, and then you can create a credentials in your Jenkins. This is my Jenkins file. Here you can see I am using, so this is what I have created. This is the Jenkins file. So in Jenkins file, I have just, this is just a variable name, and this is how you can refer the credentials. And this is the file variable that I have created, that secret.txt. And what I am doing here, I am echoing the password in this secret.txt file. So everything will be executed at the runtime. So what you did, you created a credentials in your Jenkins file, and then you use that credential in your Jenkins file, and then you created a variable file equals to secret.txt, and then you echo the password in your secret.txt file. And this is how you refer the username and password. I mean, if you have to refer the username, you will put USR, and if it is password, then you have to use PSW. Now, how you will call this in your playbook? So this is your playbook and vault password file secret.txt, and this is how you can use it in your playbook. Now the requirement again, because the secret.txt is getting created at some place in your build servers wherever your Jenkins job is running, and we do not want to store it at any place. So we have to delete that secret.txt file after using it. So in your Jenkins file, you can use that post always, that will always execute it irrespective of your build failure, and it will check if this file exists, then it will automatically remove. So in this way, you have used the file, but you are making sure that that file is also getting deleted after the execution of Jenkins job is completed. So yes, this is how you can use the Ansible Vault passwords in your CI/CD pipeline, and this is how you can automate it. There are two steps, manual and the automations. I have explained both of them. I hope you will understand this. Thank you.